So one of the techniques with mindful movement that Mr. Drew has brought in initially was the concept of long breath, meaning so often we hear you need to take a deep breath, and how that verbiage can sometimes be a little bit confusing. What does deep actually mean, especially when you're talking with younger students? But also giving the idea that a long breath is the amount of time that you are bringing the breath into the body and allowing the breath to leave the body. So often we also, when we are talking about taking a deep or a long breath, we just think about that, and it tends to be all upper body, more in the chest, bringing the shoulders up to the ears, and it's still not completely filling the lungs as deeply or as long as what the capacity of the lungs typically is. So it's thinking a little bit more to the fact that we want to bring the breath in to the full capacity of the lung, which often means allowing that belly to expand. So it looks something a little bit, rather than having it all up in the upper chest, bringing it lower and deeper into the body. And that breath movement can be done standing, seated, lying down. You can lie on your belly and feel the belly actually move against the floor as you bring the air in. There's a lot of different techniques to bring the long breath in whatever environment is appropriate for where you are. But it's also sometimes helpful for students and for adults to actually physically put their hands on their belly and feel the breath move down, keeping in mind that the lungs actually go as deep as those bottom ribs on both the front and the back. So you're really wanting to pull the breath in your imagination that deep and letting it spill over into the belly. This technique is a good technique to use with students of all ages for multiple reasons. It can be helpful for adding the breath and the movement together for younger students in particular, where you are giving them direction on when to breathe. It can also be useful for any type of emotional regulation. And it's also useful because it is very grounding and centering and can help to bring that sense of calm to the physical body. There's a few steps to it, and I will talk it through first, and then I will also show it without any speaking. There's some arm movements. You bring the arms up partway to the side on a short inhale. Then you bring the arms halfway up to the front on another short inhale, and then bring the arms all the way up to the side on another short inhale, and then a full exhale as you fold forward and hang in ragdoll for a moment, and then inhale as you roll back up to the top. So it looks like and then you roll back up. It's nice to incorporate an open mouth sigh on the exhale as you fold forward. So rather than exhaling primarily through the nose, you can also open the mouth and bring a little bit of a more audible sound to the exhale with that sigh. And again, it looks like it's nice to do that for 1 to 3 rounds, maybe even 5 rounds, building it up as you practice it with the students ongoing. But you're probably wanting to keep it at no more than 5 rounds, and then taking a moment afterwards to take some nice long full inhales and exhales to let the body settle, and then move on to the next movement and or next transition for the classroom from there.